Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to make this presentation to you. My name is Elo Eriri, and I am elated to be communicating with you via this medium. Now, I'm the founder and CEO of CarBack, and CarBack is the world's pioneer vehicle community security network. We had earlier done a video on the practical problems CarBack seeks to solve. And just in case you haven't seen the video, you can go, it's on the same YouTube page that you got this video from. You can go there and check it out. And this video is a follow-on to that video, and it just provides the practical solutions that CarBack is bringing for these identified problems. Now, CarBack is attempting to maximize the security of vehicles and vehicle users worldwide. And we've talked about all of these before in the other videos, so I'm just going to skip them and go straight to the problems that were enumerated. Now, the first problem is if the police stop a vehicle they suspect is stolen, they have no systematic way to know if it's stolen or not. The question is, how will CarBack solve this? Let's go to the answer. Straight to the answer. Now, it's simple. This is the homepage of CarBack. We're using localhost for this demonstration and presentation. But CarBack, you just go to www.carback.tk. Once again, that's www.carback.tk, and you'll be here. Now, the service, you can see this is a new user interface. It looks beautiful. Thanks for thinking that. We love it ourselves. Now, we just migrated to this new user interface on, I think, Friday. I believe that was the 28th about maybe Thursday the 27th of March 2015. Now, so we've migrated our homepage and our level 1 pages. That's all the pages that are accessible from the homepage. They're all on the news interface. But then as we do this demonstration / presentation, you do also get to see the old user interface, which we're phasing out. We intend to phase the old interface out fully within the second quarter of 2015. So now, you use the found a suspicious car functionality, which you can access either through this link here at the top of the page, or you come here to use the search. So this is search, is the same functionality. Found a suspicious vehicle search. So you click on it and you come to the same place. Now you can use any of these 4 search engines here. There are 4 search engines. Use the vehicle number search engine, the producer name / brand name, or the chassis number search engine, or the engine number search engine. You can use any of them to determine, the police can use any of them to determine if the vehicles that they come across on the streets, if the vehicles are stolen or not. So let's use the producer name and brand name first, so you see how that works. If we just type in Mercedes, we have that there. Type in C class, we have that there, and then search. If there's a report, it will come up, boom, that's the report. So if that was a vehicle, if this was a real life incident, then the police would have to tell the owner of the vehicle, the driver of the vehicle, that sorry, we need to take him for questioning, and they do further investigation. But you can see the report has comprehensive information on the stolen vehicle. You can see all of this information, where it was stolen from in Ghana, and you can see that it was stolen in Ghana, and this search is supposed to be running. I'm doing this search in Nigeria, so it's a global platform. Regardless of where a car was stolen, when a search is run, the search runs through the global database, and it determines if the car is stolen or not. So if a car is stolen in California and you run the search in Zambia, you get the facts unveiled. So that's how the police will use CarBack to determine if the cars they come across on the streets are stolen or not, all over the world. Now back to our slide. Problem number 2. If the police apprehend a gang of thieves and find several vehicles in their custody, and they want to determine who owns them, they have no system to do this in most countries. CarBack will solve this by using the same found a suspicious car functionality. But let me just go and show you the OIC portal. CarBack also has the OIC portal. You see that's our old logo. That's our old logo. This is our new logo in the, sorry. This is a new logo. So now this is the OIC portal, and it's for the police really. So let's just comment. Let me show you some things. Now use this account here. You don't have that. Okay. You log in, and when you do, we're going to migrate this page also to the new interface. So you log in and you see you can search here. Another here you can search for vehicle theft reports and also intelligence reports. So intelligence reports, you see the page there. You have the same 4 search engines for intelligence reports, and then you come back and it's the theft report we want to search for now. So, but the thing is, under the OIC portal, the police can only search for vehicles and get results for vehicles that were either stolen that were reported. Let's see, I'm coming. Let's go back. Give me a second. Let me see. Okay. This is the same Mercedes. And the same C-Class. So you see, they didn't get the report here because the vehicle was stolen in Ghana. And if they were to get the report here, they will have the name of the owner, they'll have all these details, but they can't do that because the vehicle was not found in Lagos. This is a Lagos account, but that vehicle was stolen in Ghana, and so it's only the Ghanaian guys that can see all that information. So if there's an intelligence report on it, the report will, and if it's found in Lagos, that's when they can in Lagos see from this angle all that information if it's found in Lagos. So there's a management of information. There's privacy. The police in a jurisdiction only see the reports, that vehicle theft reports that are made. They only see comprehensive reports on vehicles that are stolen in their jurisdiction. So that's how we control the reports here. So let's go back out and come here. So in this instance, the police in Nigeria, wherever that search was run, would have to fill tip-off. Let's go to tip-off. Let's go back to okay. No, it was search. Sorry, search. Let's see. Let's use the justice number. It's faster to get in. It's the same vehicle. Okay. So they'll have to use this report here. They'll have to use this report here. At the bottom you see tip-off. So they'll have to use this report. When they filling this report, then intelligence will go to the people in Ghana also. And at that point, even they also can now check the intelligence report and get all the full information on the vehicle there. So if you want, we would, just to explain that better to you, let's do this. Let us fill this report. Vehicle number, let's say Lagos 123 222 AA. Then it comes to engine number, let's say the same 200. Chassis number 200. Let's say it's changed to, let's say it's still black, no problem. Black, okay. Time and date was stolen, so let's say it was stolen at, let's say it was cited at 3:30 p.m. on 12/3/2015. Hypothetically, let's say it was found in Nigeria, and let's say it was found in Lagos. Let's say it was found on Broad Street. Okay, and then forget the additional information. Let's just add a picture or two. Let's see. We use the very same picture. Okay, let's see that one. Let's use another one again. Okay, let's see. Model 6. Okay, so let's just submit. Now we've submitted and we've gotten this in. Let's now go back to the OIC portal and check the same thing we checked now. We couldn't see it, but now because we've got the intelligence report, let's see GSKI 7. You see, CarBack is really, really deep and it's really technical. Let's see. Okay, so let's come and you see the search functionality. So now let's see the intelligence reports. So let's go to chassis number and we'll use 200. You search. Now you see that's the car. So let's see the reports. That's the intelligence report there. So you see we have the comprehensive detail. I see it says CarBack received the following reports on 29th March with respect to a missing car. So you see these are the full details that we couldn't get before because the car had nothing to do with Lagos. We could only see from the general angle, the open system, but to get the inner details in OIC we couldn't access it. But now because it's been found reported in Lagos, on the report monitoring functionality you could have seen that come up live. So you have all the details here. Reported owner's phone number, they can contact the owner, they have the person's email, and that's how cars get recovered on CarBack. So let's go back to our presentation and continue. So that's how they do it. So they use the same FAC. So if the police apprehend a gang of thieves and find several vehicles in their custody and they want to determine who owns them, they have no system to do this. That's how they do it. Now, number 3, if a mechanic or vehicle painter is given a vehicle to work on that they suspect is stolen, how do they check? They use the same found suspicious vehicle functionality that we just finished using. Same thing here. If the police want to determine if the engines in a vehicle retail market were taken from stolen vehicles, how do they do this? They come on CarBack. There is the same FASC search engines, but this time they strictly stick to the engine number search engine. And I think we have a report on 200, the same reports. We have just one report on this local host now because we're doing a lot of work on CarBack. Okay, 2 reports now, we're just logging another report. So we'll put the same engine and chassis number in. Now we have, so they just click on it and then, so for example, the police should have the capability to enter a spare parts retail market and check all the engines there, or do a random check on maybe 50 engines. So if, for example, this was one of the engines, they will tell the person retailing, sir, you need to come for further questioning because this engine you're selling was taken from a Toyota Lexus with the brand extension X, or X model, which is a 2014 model. And with this license number, Lagos AAA 111 AA, with the engine number 200, the car's chassis number was 200, the car was black in color. It was taken on the 12th of February of 2015 at 6:45 p.m. in Lagos, Nigeria, and all these details are available. So if it was a member of the public, they could use this tip-off to provide information. If it was even the police too, if they want to get access to further details to get to know who the owner is, they fill this form to submit it and then go in their OIC portal in the police station and get all that information and contact the owner if they want to. So let's continue. Now, number 5. If retailers of fairly used spare parts want to ensure they aren't buying engines from stolen vehicles or the body of a stolen vehicle, how do they do this? They use the same FASC service, the FASC search engines that we just finished using. Number 6, if a member of the public wants to buy a fairly used vehicle, how does he ensure he isn't buying a stolen vehicle? He uses the very same FASC search engines we just talked about. So you check the chassis number, you check the engine number. These are the 2 core things that should be checked. Now, 7, if fairly used vehicle retailers want to buy vehicles for sale, how do they confirm that they are not stolen? The same FASC search engines. Number 8, if a member of the public wants to discreetly and empirically determine if a suspicious vehicle is stolen or not, how do they do this? They use the same FASC search engine. And then they use tip-off, like we showed you, to provide intelligence. Now, if the customs want to clear fairly used vehicles imported into or exported from their jurisdiction, how do they determine if these vehicles are stolen? They use the same FASC search engines. Number 10, how do online retailers / online buyers of vehicles determine if they are stolen or not? Now they have no way, but with CarBack, they can use the same FASC search engines. However, online retailers will be required under the CarBack regime to mandates vendors who use their platform to retail used vehicles to provide the engine numbers and chassis numbers of these vehicles so that potential buyers can use CarBack to check if these vehicles being vended are stolen or not. And then when they ultimately buy or get delivery of the vehicles, at times they get to see the vehicles before they pay. When they do see the vehicles, they need to reconfirm again, to make sure that the vehicles are clean before buying. And the same with the retailers too. They themselves, for those who are dealers or whatever, they do the same check. Now, how do insurance companies determine if the vehicles they insure are stolen or not? They use the same FASC search engines. And those search engines are critical in engaging stakeholders on CarBack. And I'm sure if a vehicle is stolen in New York, USA, and shipped to Ghana, how do the police, the people and other stakeholders in Ghana know it's stolen? They use the same FASC search engines. So, for example, you see this same thing we did here. Now, assuming this search is being done in, say, California. So let's say the police in California stumbled on a vehicle on the road, and because the person driving was smoking marijuana and playing loud music, which it's not like it's bad, and then they just found 1 kilogram of cannabis in the person's custody, and they say, wait, this car could be this suspicious, and they run a search on the car, and they say, okay, let's check the car, and we're in California now. California, beautiful place. Okay, so we run the search and voila, we get the results. You click on more and you see all the information on the car. So you see what's stolen in Lagos, Nigeria, but in California, you get the report in California. So that's how it will be done. And then they can use tip-off, fill in tip-off, and then they get access to see the car in the back end on OIC, and then they'll get to have the contact details of the owner. They'll contact the owner and return the car to the person. Now, so I believe this is the last of problems we mentioned here. Having done this, let me just go back and show you a couple of things on CarBack. Beyond that, we have the remote reporting functionality. Now let me show you something on this functionality. If you put this double A in, you see we get one set of own reports. Yeah, you get this long reports here where you have to put in your reporter's name, see information on reporter and owner. So you have reporter's name, then you have owner's full name, owner's email address, owner's phone number, then you have car and theft details. So you have car details, producer name, brand registration, year car was released, vehicle number, engine number, chassis number, color, So, but however, if you have a situation where you have this, I'll show you another. Okay, so see, the other one was double A. This one is triple A. See, double A, triple A. So now we're using triple A. Okay. So you see, we have a much shorter form. Just reporters details only, and then theft details only. And now the reason why we have a shorter form here is because of the global vehicles register, which is integrated with the reporting mechanism on CarBack. So any car registered on the GVR is already known by CarBack. So let's see, I think we have an account here that we can log into Yakubu, and then so you can see this is so that's how. So when they want to register a vehicle, they come in here. Now this GVR will be operated by insurance companies. So when you come to insure your car, they register your car on the GVR, and then every year when you come to renew your insurance, they update your information also. So let's just see so that's we're going to migrate this very soon, and this form will change slightly to represent to capture the fact that insurance companies are the ones going to handle GVR also. So, but either way, you register the vehicle here. Once you register the vehicle, ultimately when it gets reported, we don't need to take this information anymore. So that's why you have the shorter form when you have the triple A, because that car is on the GVR. It's already registered on GVR, so we don't need information on the car anymore. We just need information on the reporter and on the theft details. So, so this will provide comprehensive information. You've seen all the information we have in the reports we've seen through the FASC search engine since. So these are where you have the pictures and this information is made available the instant the reports are made. So let's see now. So we have that functionality. Let's go and let's take a look at one or two other functionalities on CarBack. We have most recent reports. So in any state, you can just log in the state name, and then you can see the most recent reports. For Lagos, we have only one report. I think for Accra, we have one report too, but they are basically on this with the same. For Greater Accra, we have one report also, but therefore we use the same details for the two cars. So that's that, and it's shareable, so you can just click this link, click it, share it on social media if you want to, and you see it will come up. So let's see. Now we have also the real-time monitoring, vehicle theft report monitoring functionality. Now we expect the media to use this a lot, so they can know the instant vehicles are reported stolen. So let's see, let's say Lagos. Okay, and let's submit. Now you see, I want to do something here. I want to show you how this works in a new window. Now this reports, okay. Now let's make a new report. Let's report the car stolen in Lagos. You know what? Let's use this very same, so we don't have to fill too many things. Let's use AAA. AAA, yeah. So let's report this car stolen again. It's the same car reported already, but CarBack allows multiple reports. So the police can go through all of them and get one witness reports, another may miss out. So get a full picture and more robust set of information to track down the stolen vehicle, not just the police, but other stakeholders also. So now let's say it's reported by Hugo Muller. I've never heard the name Muller before though. Okay, let's say Muller at yahoo.com is person's address, email address. Let's say his phone number is 009. Let's just take that number. Let's say it was reported at 8:09 p.m. on the 12th of April 2015. That's futuristic though. Okay, let's just say 20, because that's futuristic. Let's say 23rd of March 2015. So let's say Nigeria, and then Lagos, because that's the Lagos panel to only show reports logged in for Lagos State. So the monitoring, you can only monitor one state at a time, but you can open multiple windows to monitor multiple states if you want. So for example, the police central command, the central command in the country can have 36 or 37 panels monitoring this, but we might also think of building a central panel for a country. We might do that. Okay, so let's say it was stolen on Broad Street. Oh, they're ready. Simplest. Okay, let's just leave. Let's put a picture in. The same picture we put in before. Let's see, where are those pictures? Okay. Let's put a different picture so you'll just know, as soon as the report gets in, you know it's a different car. You know it's a different report. Let's put the same picture twice. It's just a hypothetical report. Okay, so now forget about the video link, even though you can add that. Okay, so watch, you see, instantly the report comes in. So anyone monitoring, whether it's the police or the media, you know, or a member of the public monitoring, this system is open so you can monitor and know what's going on. But we did this basically for police field teams and also for the media. So when the media sees this, they can immediately announce it via their platform, whether it's on TV or on radio, and then they can let the whole state know, hey, this guy just got missing, and anyone who sees it would have all this, can go to CarBack, use the most recent theft functionality to see the car, get more details, and be on the lookout. So the question is, if a car gets stolen in a state and 30% of the population of the state are aware that the car has been stolen, and they have all this information in their custody, and then they can provide intelligence to the police using tip-off here right underneath, if they see the car, you know, and then the police themselves, as soon as this happens, because the police field teams will monitoring, as soon as it happens, they also will see this. They also will see. So how does the car want to escape? So we expect that CarBack will ultimately lead to the recovery of at least between 95 to 99.9% of stolen vehicles, almost within maximum a couple of 1 or 2 hours after they're stolen. So this is one of the functionalities. We're also going to add an email notification system for all these stakeholders also, so you can register them, and then when any theft report is made, you get an email notification. We're building that; it will soon be ready. So let's go back to the home page. So that's another functionality that I thought I should draw to your attention. I think we're already gone into OIC before, so you have seen stuff on OIC. There's a lot of stuff in OIC. You have seen GVR already. Let me see if there's some other stuff I can show you in OIC. I think we have an account set up for Yakubu here. I think so, I'm not sure. Okay, we do. Okay. Oh, you see, we don't. Yakubu is under GVR, sorry. Okay, so let's go back. Reload. And then do. Okay, fine. So we have other functionalities here. You can also monitor here. Now the difference between this monitoring panels here and the monitoring panels in that's open to the public is, let's see, monitor in vehicle theft reports, because you can monitor both. Now is that while here you see it's the same states, Lagos State. So let's see here. You see in this report you have just publicly exposable information, but in the OIC reports you have a comprehensive, robust set of information. You have the reporter's name, reporter's email, reporter's phone number, owner's name, owner's email, owner's phone number, but you don't have that in the public domain. So that's the difference here. So let's see what else under the OIC portal can I show you. Intelligence reports also can be monitored the very same way. Now you see this is the panel. You see we've received on intelligence in Lagos already. So same thing here. You come here. You see robust details on the data we got. So see, it's so beautiful. So that's that. And then let's see, what else do we show you? We go back home, and you see. So these are the key functionalities that are on. Well, this is a management portal where we create accounts for. We do a lot of stuff here. We're migrating this OIC, our management portal, also to the new interface. So, but just for now, so yeah, we do a lot of stuff. But then we have the GVR where we create new insurance companies, because the GVR is going to be run by insurance companies. So we create new insurance companies here, we register them, and then when we register them, they can now go on here. They can now come here, go home, come here, then log in through master accounts, copy admin accounts, and then create their own users. I think we have an account here, and then we have this. I think so, I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'm correct, yeah. Now come here and then it creates a new staff. These are the great staff who will now register, who will now do the ultimate, like the Yakubu guy that we just saw. Let's go back to GVR. So you see Yakubu here. Yeah, like this guy here. So you can now register vehicles. So that's how we created this account. So so that's about it with a lot of the functionalities on CarBack. There's a lot more to it, and there are a lot of intricate connections. For example, in the GVR, there are some. If you are reporting a car on GVR, if you are registering a car on GVR, and I think it's Yakubu that's the account here. If you're registering a car on GVR and it's stolen, if you register a car here on the GVR and it's been reported stolen, it will ultimately, as you click on the report button, an intelligence report will be generated instantly. I think we have the intelligence report somewhere. Yeah, this is the intelligence theft monitoring. Where's intelligence monitoring? Okay, I think we've logged off of that. And we can't get back in easily. We have to start logging in again. But so don't bother. Well, I can show you just for showing sake. So, because I want to show you everything that you should see. So you come back here. Now we have, okay, so I think we have PSKI7 as the account here. And Charmaine. Okay. So you come, so here, then, monitor, yes. Intelligence reports. So the instant a stolen vehicle is registered, once you click on register, instantly an intelligence report will be generated automatically. So there's a lot of other deep connections in CarBack that causes all these services that I've been describing to you since. They are all deeply interconnected. They all work together. There are about 500,000 lines of computer code now amongst all these services, and you know, they are all integrated. So CarBack is ready to work towards maximizing the security of vehicles in the world. We believe we have the model intact. We're going to engage a vast array of stakeholders. We're going to have the police. Where's that file there? You have these pictures that I think I should just show you briefly before ending this presentation. We have, okay, I think here. Do we have them there? I'm not sure. No, we don't have them. Okay, I think we have them somewhere else. Anyway, I'll just discuss them. Okay, so you have a vast array of stakeholders that use CarBack. You have customs, you have the media, you have online retailers of vehicles, you have insurance companies, you have the police field teams, you have police stations, you know, you have the vehicle spare part retailers, you have mechanics, you have used vehicle retailers, you have members of the public who want to buy fairly used vehicles, you have members of the public who want to buy used parts, and who also want to buy used vehicles. You know, you have a vast array of stakeholders who will use CarBack. And then you have the 7 billion people in the world who will serve as intelligence provision officers. Now imagine we're expanding the police force for vehicles from about 100 million people, policemen all over the world, to about 7 billion people without any additional costs and with extreme efficiency. CarBack will accomplish its objective. We are enthused, passionate, charismatic, determined, confident that we will do this. And we know the world will be better for it. We look forward to doing this. Thank you for listening, and we pray that we get up and running all over the world as fast as possible. Thank you.